Join me as I dive into the possibility of Rubio becoming Secretary of State and what that could mean for U.S.-China relations. Marco Rubio's nomination as Secretary of State has sent shockwaves through the diplomatic community, and for good reason. This could be a game-changer for U.S.-China relations. As we explore the implications of this potential appointment, one thing is clear. Rubio's hawkish stance on China could put the country squarely in Trump's crosshairs. China has long been a thorn in the side of U.S. policymakers, and tensions between the two nations show no signs of easing. From trade issues to military tensions, and from human rights concerns to intellectual property theft, the list of grievances is long and growing. The ongoing trade war has already inflicted significant economic pain on both sides, and the lack of progress in recent talks has raised fears of a prolonged stalemate. Meanwhile, the specter of Chinese military aggression in the South China Sea continues to cast a shadow over regional security. And then there are the human rights concerns, from the persecution of Uyghur Muslims to the erosion of individual freedoms in Hong Kong. Against this backdrop of escalating tensions, the U.S. needs a steady hand to guide its China policy, and Rubio's nomination has raised eyebrows among China watchers. His reputation as a China hawk precedes him, and his past statements have left little doubt about his views on Beijing's intentions. But just how far will Rubio be willing to push the envelope on China? And what does this mean for the future of U.S.-China relations? Rubio's credentials on China are impeccable, from his vocal criticism of Beijing's human rights record to his sponsorship of legislation aimed at countering Chinese aggression. His 2019 op-ed in the New York Times, in which he called for a new era of competition with China, sent a clear signal about his intent to take on Beijing. And as a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Rubio has been instrumental in shaping U.S. policy towards China. So, when he takes the reins as Secretary of State, we can expect a significant shift in tone and approach. But what will this mean in practice? One pivotal moment could come when Rubio confronts China on its handling of the Uyghur crisis. This issue has long been a source of tension between the two nations, and Rubio has been vocal in his criticism of Beijing's human rights abuses. Will he use his new platform to push for concrete action, or will he take a more nuanced approach? The answer to this question could set the tone for the entire relationship and have far-reaching implications for regional stability. In conclusion, Marco Rubio's appointment as Secretary of State has the potential to be a watershed moment in U.S.-China relations. As we look to the future, one thing is clear. This could be a game-changer for the trajectory of the relationship. Will Rubio's hawkish stance on China lead to a new era of competition? Or can he find a way to balance U.S. interests with the need for cooperation? Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about Rubio's nomination in the comments below. And be sure to check out my other videos on U.S. foreign policy for more analysis and insight.